Hey, what's going on, Facebook fam? Hey, Pecan Tan here. Hey, I got to tell you, first of all, I've been, last few, I've been jacked out of my mind talking about this course that I'm in and everything and excited about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm still excited about it. I'd love for you guys to check it out. Do me a favor, go ahead. If you're interested or whatever, go ahead, DM me or go to, www.fireyourjobtoday.info. That's www.fireyourjobtoday.info. But other than that, today, man, I want to talk about something really, really serious because, while I've been talking to my buddies and friends and everything and telling them about this course and I'm jacked in mind, excited about it, I got a chance to talk to one of my real good friends, man. I've known him ever since when we was in the Navy back in the day. Real good guy, man. Got a lot of respect for him. And I just lost a dear friend of mine. Matter of fact, this guy was my mentor. And so what happened was I called my other good friend up where I just sent him a text, let him know, hey, look, man, our guy's gone. And he hit me back, man, and we talked, man. We talked probably for about an hour or so. And one of the things, this guy that, my mentor that I lost, but he meant a lot to both of us. And my man told me, he said, hey, man, that Ken had said some things to him and, basically changed the course of his life. And, same thing for me. Ken just changed my life, in so many different ways, man. I can't even express. But however, what I did want to talk about is this, you know, Ken and I were the same age. And, you guys have heard me for the last couple of days. I'm about a couple weeks away from turning 60 years old. So we're the same age, and I lost my mentor, and just amazing. But talking to my buddy, one of the things that I didn't know, and I realized this as we were talking, I was telling him about my health scare. So yeah, I had a health scare, and basically, I just kind of give you guys a story. But and this is funny too, right? Because I never take my wife to the VA. Never take her to the VA with me. Every time I go, I always go on my own. And so this one particular time, we were doing something where I said, let's just stop by the VA real quick. Let me get this checkup. I'll be good to go. And then after that, we can go on our way and do what we have to do, handle our business. Well, what happened is, first of all, I went the day before. And when I went there, basically I got my blood work and everything done. And so I knew I had an appointment the next day. But a couple hours after I went there that day, that particular same day, I was getting phone calls. And I kept getting these calls from the VA, and I'm like, man, why are they calling me? I know I got an appointment tomorrow. So I just blew them off. I didn't even answer the calls. Now, check this out. When you start getting calls from the VA or whatever, again, if you guys have been in the military or whatever, that's what we have, access to, the VA. So I started getting calls from the VA, but then I stopped answering. Then I started getting calls and it said U.S. government, and I wasn't answering that. So the next day I go back and then I go over there to the VA and I'm like, hey, what's going on? I said, yeah, you guys call me or whatever. I said, I knew I had the appointment. Why'd you keep calling me? They said, when you see and it says on your phone, U.S. government, they said, pick up the damn phone. I was like, what? Like, what's going on? They said, your blood sugar was 326. Now, for those who don't know, it's supposed to be below, it should be under, in the morning, it should be somewhere between 110 or something like that. But then it should maintain about 170, anywhere between 110 to 170 during the day. Okay, and mine was 326. We were calling you because we wanted you to get to the emergency room. I was like, what? They said yes. And so then I sat down and go through all the stuff, whatever. Now, remember, my wife is with me. So she's hearing all this. And I'm sitting up and like, what? What are you talking about? They said, yes, your blood sugar was 322. And then when they turned around and went, I had this guy that came out and talked to me, and he basically brought up this chart, the sheet, whatever. He said, let me show you something. He said, right now you want to keep your A1C between like 4 and, you want to keep it like, below 8, like 7, right? That's where you want it to be. He said, look, let me show you where your A1C is. Then he showed me a chart, right? And on the chart went up to 12. He said, your A1C is 14. Look, your A1C is off the chart. I was like, oh my goodness. And what really, really, really hit me the most is that my wife was hearing all of this while they were talking. Needless to say, that she had a fit. I mean, and I tell you, what scares me the most is that, you know what? If she hadn't have been there, I probably would have went through all of this. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have told her what the results were. She probably would have asked me, hey, where'd you go? How was AVA? Oh, it's all right. Things are the same. I'm working on it. That's probably what I would have said. Thank goodness she was there. Because when we got home, she took all the soda out the refrigerator, no more Pepsis. She took all the sugar out, threw everything away. My daughter came home because she told my daughter what was going on. My daughter came home and I had a couple, and I thought I was doing good, right? I had the little Pepsis. I didn't have the big 2-liter Pepsi. I said, look, I'm just going to just do a little bit, just to kind of just wet my whistle. My daughter came home and took the Pepsis out of the refrigerator, hid them. We didn't know where they were at. She hid them away because he was like, Mom, you're enabling them. But I say all this to you because I want you guys to know, please, please, please do me a favor. You know, for those of you who know my profession, you know, my original profession that I do, my 9 to 5 is insurance. I'm an insurance agent. I got an insurance agency, and I've got agents, you know, from Georgia to New Jersey. But I'm telling you right now, 95, no, I'd probably say about 97% of the clients that I talk to, guess what? They've got high blood pressure and diabetes. Let me say that again. About 97, I'd probably say 97 to 98% of everybody that I talk to. My market that I deal in is called the senior market. So anywhere between 50 to 85 years of age. And 95% of them, high blood pressure and diabetes. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm fighting a good fight. You know, basically what happened is I went and I got my second checkup. Since then, right now, since my wife took all the sugars out, she took it, and I'm going to share something with you. It was kind of crazy because I started noticing too. I started recognizing, and this is what my buddy and we talked about. After I went back to my second appointment from going on with that, I went back and my numbers, they dropped. I was 10 now. So my A1C is now 10. So it's still high. I've got to get it below, down below 8. But however, so I just got to get 2 more down, 2 more points down. But however, when I was talking to my buddy, and it was funny because we had the same situations. He said, man, I was going to the bathroom 15 times a day. So guess what? If that's you, you've got a problem. Your blood sugar level is high. And that's what I was doing. I was going to the bathroom 15 times a day because what happens is whatever you drink in, your body can't take it. Your kidneys just go ahead and push it out. They just get it out. So you can't hold it. I mean, I couldn't hold it. I'd be on airplanes. Every time I go for a ride, I had to stop. Every time I was doing something, I had to know. I'm looking for where's the Burger King, where's the McDonald's, where's the Circle K or whatever, where's the, the QT, because I was stopping. I couldn't go half an hour without going to the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom about 15 times a day. It's crazy, right? Because I was drinking soda, I was drinking sweet tea, I was drinking 30. Get rid of all the sugar drinks. Now, my drink of choice is basically water. I drink as much water as I can, and when I try to do something else, I'll drink an unsweet tea. But guess what? Once I stopped and got rid of sugary drinks, now my bathroom levels are the same. I probably might go to the bathroom maybe 4 times, and even if I think about something like that, it wasn't like it was before. I mean, I had to go. I mean, it was bad. I was almost wetting myself. It was that bad. Okay, I remember being in a plane and I was like, look, I gotta get out the plane. I gotta get out. I gotta get to the airport so I go to the bathroom. And the pilot was coming out of his situation. We was the cockpit, and I was like, look, I was trying to beat him to the bathroom, and he beat me in there. I got to stand there. I'm holding myself or whatever. I'm like, look, once he got out, I was like, poop, shot in there because I couldn't even wait to get off the plane to go to the bathroom. Folks, do me a favor, please, 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 take care of your health. This is the only body that you have. And, my buddy and I, we were talking, and he's got a friend right now, a friend of his. He basically said that his friend drinking Mountain Dew. Now, I love Mountain Dew. I mean, I like Pepsi's my favorite, but every now and then I might have drank a Mountain Dew. But Mountain Dew is the worst drink ever. He said this guy drinks 3 Mountain Dews a day. Now he's on dialysis. Yes, he's on dialysis. They said that when he went in there, I think he said his blood was 600. Another one of my friends, he said his buddy blood sugar was 900. They said the doctors and them told him, said they'd never seen anybody's blood 900. He actually went into a diabetic coma. That's right. You could literally go into a diabetic coma. Basically, it's crazy. I mean, think about all these young guys that are going out. Irv Gotti, he went out. Yep, Murder Incorporated record label. He went out because of diabetes. Basically, Biz Markie went out because of diabetes. I mean, it's crazy, and the stuff that it does. I mean, if I got a buddy right now that he's had several eye surgeries. Why? Because of diabetes. Because it attacks the little capillary veins, your kidney, your eyes, your toes, every place where you have the thin veins. That's where it attacks. The sugar gets there, and it's just, I'm telling you, it's a terrible disease. But what's really, really messed up is that everything that we eat, I mean, I was in the grocery store, there's hardly anything you can get in there. It has sugar. Everything is sugar. Just look at the labels. And I've tried to eat stuff that has at least 5 grams of sugar or less. But it's about your calories too. I can only have like 36 calories per servings. And I remember talking to my, nutritionist at the VA, and I asked him, I said, well, am I allowed to drink soda? And she said, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to eat your calories or your carbs, or do you want to drink them? But now I've stepped away from it. So, folks, I'm telling you right now, please do me a favor. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to help you out. Get off of those sugary drinks and take care of your body. Get on water. I mean, if anything, unsweetened tea, but even juice. I mean, I love orange juice. All of those juices or anything, sugary drink, whatever, all of the stuff that's out there. I mean, I love pasta. I mean, I can eat pasta every day. The bread, all of that stuff. It's no good. The white flour, the white sugar, it's no good for us. And we just keep putting it in our body. I mean, I love ketchup. It's no good for us. And I hate to say that, but it's just, I'm telling you right now, please, please, please. I hope that somebody's getting this. I hope it's helping you out. I've seen too many of my clients that I'm losing because of diabetes. I got family members that I've lost because of diabetes. I had a family member, my aunt, she went in there, and when she went into the hospital, her blood was over 500. They turned around, they threw her on dialysis right away. She never made it out of the hospital. Never made it out of the hospital. So please, 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 I'm telling you right now, please get your health together. Yes, I want to get on here and I'll tell you about this incredible company and everything I'm doing and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But you know what? I just had to say this because I just lost a dear friend, my mentor, and then talking to a good buddy of mine, knowing that I didn't even know this was going on with him. I've known him for over 20-some years. I didn't even know he was going through this. And, I mean, same thing. He lost weight. I lost weight. We was having this battle. But, I mean, you want to be around for your family. You want to be around for your children or for your grandchildren. So please, please, please take heed. If this helps anybody, if you got any questions or whatever, go ahead and DM me or just talk to me about it, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, take care of your health. Take care of your body. All right? It's the only one we got. Hey, my name is PK Tan. I'm out of here. Peace. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.